Brad McCowan, I had an absolute blast at Atomic Speedway last night, sir, and enjoying working with Mike Goins here for 2 nights in a row at Moeller Raceway Park. Thank you for asking, my friend. Wish we could have been able to talk a lot more. We were so busy. Well, we'll get ready for those heat races coming up, the first of 3 heat races. Don't forget, Atomic Speedway's got 3 big days of modifieds. Mike Goins will be calling that next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Brad McCowan's Atomic Speedway, where we were last night. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to roll for heat race number 1. 10 laps the distance. 10 laps will be the distance. We'll give you your starting lineup here in just a couple of moments. On the pole, the car number C9 out of Richmond, Indiana. That's going to be Steve Casebolt. Steve Casebolt in C9 to the outside. Car number 23C out of Madison, Indiana. That's going to be Cody Mahoney. Cody Mahoney in 23C. Row number 2 to the inside. That's Austin Burns out of Morgantown, Indiana. In the Total Christian, number 22B to the outside. Jeremy Meisel out of Marietta, Ohio in the J52. Final row, row number 3. Rusty Yeager, a former Fast Track Pro Label out of Hillsboro, Ohio. And Robbie Hensley scratched in the 21 out of Walton, Kentucky. The big show not out there. Here we go. We are green flag in the air, set to go for heat race number 1 at Moeller Raceway Park. A little contact almost between the front pack, and that's going to allow Cody Mahoney to jump out to the lead. Mahoney about a half a car length now as they go into turn number 3. Steve Casebolt sits in second. They'll exit off of turn 4. Casebolt will have to close her in, trying to reel back in the machine of Mahoney one more time as he gets it sideways into 1 and 2. Mahoney out in front off of turn 2 to the back straightaway. Casebolt sits in second spot. Here comes now Jeremy Meisel. He'll go to third of the J52. Austin Burns fourth. And Rusty Yeager, the top 5 as it stands. They go back to turn number 1. Still out in front is going to be that car number 23 leading the way. Cody Mahoney. Cody Mahoney, Steve Casebolt. They're 1 and 2. Meisel is third. Casebolt up the outside wall. They're off of turn number 2. He'll settle it back into the back straightaway, calm himself, and try to get back on the horse again. As he'll exit off of turn 4, but still Cody Mahoney out in front. That same looking car that Walker Arthur drives in the 23 having mechanical problems. You'll see him in the green 87 machine later in his heat race. But that same looking car is the machine looking good for Cody Mahoney in his ride in the car number 23. The young man out of Madison, Indiana, doing a phenomenal job right now. Great job going, getting for that driver to the back straightaway. They come into turn number 3, coming across the line, another lap being scored on the board. Heat number 1 of 3. Everybody will transfer in. Just kind of take advantage of this as maybe an extra glorified practice sparring session. However, if you advance your positions, it gives you a better opportunity in the feature. As they come into turn 4, back across the line with Cody Mahoney still out in front. Mahoney leading the way. Second spot, again, Steve Casebolt. Casebolt had some mechanical issues last night at Atomic, trying to turn things around here tonight. As he sits in second now, trying to run down Mahoney for the lead in heat race number 1. The lap's coming to an end. Back straight away if they exit off of turn 2. Mahoney is still there. Casebolt in second spot. They all stay single file as they dive into 3. Mahoney up the top of the racetrack, and same will follow the machine of Casebolt. To the line, they'll come to the line, and the white flag will go in the air. One more lap to go in heat race number 1. Casebolt bounces the right rear off the wall as he comes off of turn 2. He'll still save it. He'll settle for second as exiting off of turn number 4. Heat 1 winner for the Battle of the Bluegrass Mid-Ohio Valley Buckeye Speed Week Round 2 at Moeller Raceway Park goes to car number 23C of Madison, Indiana of Cody Mahoney. Second spot to Steve Casebolt, and third's going to go to Jeremy Meisel, followed by Austin Burns and Rusty Yeager. They got to go to the scales to make it official, ladies and gentlemen. The top 3 to the scales. Finishing in third, car number J52 at Marietta, Ohio, Jeremy Meisel. Runner-up in the car number C9 at Richmond, Indiana. That's going to be Steve Casebolt. And ladies and gentlemen, your Heat 1 winner, car number 23C at Madison, Indiana. Give it up to Cody Mahoney.
Way better than last night.
West, yes, definitely. Way better than last night for the young man. Driver Cody Mahoney out of Madison, Indiana. The M&L Mechanical Electric Motor Technology. Cecil B. Arthur, 23C. Good job there. Heat race number 2. Getting ready to come onto the racetrack now. It'll be another 10-lap heat race. Let's give you your starting lineup as the field will be ready to roll here in just a couple of moments. Race fans, don't forget about that money dash coming up later on. We'll have right now another opportunity for you to swing down there, $5 per ticket. The winner of the Money Dash will get half of the money. The winner will also get the other half. So half of the money goes to the driver, half of the money goes to you, the winning ticket. And we'll do that once the heat races are concluded. We'll draw the final opportunity to get your winning tickets. $5 for that going on. Heat race number 2, ready to roll out onto the speedway. Another 10-lap heat race, and then we got again that 8-lap dash, 6 cars. Eddie Carrier Jr., and then there'll be the inversion, too, for the dash before it starts, because they'll draw an inversion of where they'll go. Now, Eddie Carrier Jr. might draw first, or he might draw last or third, and so on and so forth. Last night, the 5th place car had bumped Tim Dome. Tim Dome started on the pole in the dash. He pill-drawed in the inversion, and he went from being on the pole as the quick qualifier to 5th. When the dash got underway. And, of course, Jared Hawkins, not in attendance tonight. He was the winner in car number 11. I'm happy you're here, buddy. Welcome. I agree with you. They're saying send them out. Let's go, guys. Send them out, send them out, send them out. These fans are ready to go for heat race number 2. Heat 3, you need to be in the staging lanes, ready to go. Heat 3, you need to be staged and ready. Please. Please, Buckeye Late Model Dirt Week drivers, do not hold up the show. Please be in staging. Please be ready to go. Heat number 3, be in staging. You are coming up next. With that said, we're ready for heat race number 2. It'll be another 10 laps on the pole. Car number 32 at Edinburgh, Indiana. It's Total Chaos of Chad Stapleton to the outside out of Willersburg, Ohio. That's going to be Hot Rod Conley. Rod Conley in the 71R. Row number 2 to the inside. It's the L19 of Larry Hallbrook to the outside out of Fairfield Park, Ohio. Chad Alberson in the 1C. And the final row of row 3, car number 20C out of Richmond, Indiana, Insane Dwayne Chamberlain. Insane Dwayne Chamberlain in the 20C. Into the other car, not able to make the race, a scratch. Car 27, the young lady out of Columbus, Ohio, Soren Lauren. Long break, not able to make the call. We'll go over the lineup again, Larry. Larry, we'll do the lineup again. Just nod your head when you're ready.
Let's go.
Well, one is the long break, and she's done.
She's done.
Somebody's coming.
Who's selling the tickets for the dash?
In a minute.
You'll be there as soon as these are over.
Chad Stapleton, Rod Conley, Hot Rod Conley there. And Larry Hallbrook, and we're waiting on, I believe, Dwayne Chamberlain and Chad Oberson. And we're not wasting no more time. We're green flag. Heat number 2 with 3 cars. Several cars not able to ring the bell on this one, including Chad Stapleton. Hot Rod Conley's out there and Larry Hallbrook, and we're underway. Stapleton drifts up the racetrack, allows Hot Rod Conley to jump out in front on lap 1. But now Stapleton are reeling back onto the inside as they go into turn number 2 to the back straightaway. Now the crossover move going to be made by the machine of the slider on the Willersburg, Ohio native of Hot Rod Conley. Conley go to the outside, up the racetrack on the machine of Stapleton. Stapleton got to get it on the binders to miss up the machine there as they go into 1 and 2, but still Hot Rod Conley leading the way up for turn 2 to the back straightaway. Conley and Stapleton there, 1 and 2 to the back stretch into turn number 3. Hot Rod Conley holding on to his line. Chad Stapleton, Total Chaos. Now starting to try to get back and reel back in the machine of Conley as they go back into turn number 1 and 2. Larry Holbrook sits patiently back in third. Other cars not able to make the race included Dwayne Chamberlain and Chad Oberson. Engine issues on Lauren. Long break at hot laps ended her night here at Moeller. Back straight away, and actually front stretch back to 1. And off of turn 2 here on the fast quarter mile here in Williamsburg, Ohio. It is still car number 71. Hot Rod Conley up the outside. Here comes Stapleton on the bottom. Stapleton on the bottom. He tried to find the run on the inside as they go back into turn number 1 and 2. Stapleton he'll pick to the inside off of 2 to the back stretch. And still Hot Rod Conley is there. Open up a half a car length now as they dive into turn 3. With Steele, Conley holding on to the top spot. Stapleton in second. They'll go back into turn number 1 and 2 to the back straight away. Hot Rod Conley hitting his marks. He's out in front for the time being. Stapleton sitting there in second spot. Hallbrook waiting patiently in third. Starting to see a little smoke bellow from the back end of the 32 of Stapleton in second. He still makes a daring move to the inside. He's right there on the quarter panel for the lead. To the back straightaway. Stapleton now backs off, loses momentum, gets back on the throttle into 3. He'll close in on Conley one more time into 4, and the laps wind down. Coming to the end of this one in heat race number 2. Turn number 2 to the back straightaway. Out in front, Hot Rod Conley. To the bottom comes Chad Stapleton, bobbing and weaving like a bobster as he exits off of turn 4 to the white flag. White flag will go in the air. One more lap to go. Stapleton, one more shot at him on the back straightaway. One more shot as they dive into turn number 3. Hot Rod Conley up the top of the racetrack, and it's going to be Stapleton on the bottom. Can't get there. It's Conley in 71 for heat 2. Hot Rod Conley takes heat number 2. Chad Stapleton in 32 will settle for second. And Larry Holbrook will go for third in the L19. Your top 3 going to the scales to make it official. In third place, the L19 to Larry Holbrook. Runner-up in the car number 32 to Edinburgh, Indiana. Total Chaos to Chad Stapleton. And your heat 2 winner, car number 71, ladies and gentlemen, out of Wheelersburg, Ohio. Rod Conley. Heat number 3 is ready to roll. Our final heat race. Getting ready for the field now. It's going to be M&M, Mike Maresca. Out of Potsdam, New York, a former Super Dirt Car Series Big Block Modified driver. Car number 7 out of Fayetteville, New York, a Potsdam, New York. Mike Maresca, we call him M&M. To the outside, former last year's Atomic Speedway Super Late Model champion from Chillicothe, Ohio, Mark Frazier in 44. Row number 2 to the inside, Blake Naylor out of Sardinia, Ohio in the 91. Followed by also Graylin Prince out of Loveland Park, Ohio in the 7P. Matt Gallardi in the 2 car to Cincinnati, Ohio inside row 3. And Walker Arthur now in the 87 car out of Forest, Virginia. We're ready to go for heat race number 3 now. Let's give you that starting lineup on the pole. M&M, Mike Maresca, car number 7. To the outside, Mark Frazier in car 44. Row number 2 to the inside, Blake Naylor in 91. Graylin Prince in the 7P. And row 3, Matt Gallardi in the 2. Walker Arthur in the backup car, his regular house car in the 87. Green is in the air. We're underway in heat 3. Door to door for the lead goes Maresca, battling with the machine of Frazier. In the mix was also Blake Naylor. Back straight away they go into turn number 3 as way off the pace is car number 2 of Matt Gallardi. That likes it off the corner. 3 wide for second spot. Up the racetrack on the outside lane goes Frazier. On the bottom comes Walker Arthur 3 wide for second. Maresca's got a hornet's nest behind him. Here on the tight quarter mile at Moeller. Here they go into turn number 3 out of 4. Maresca on the outside lane up the top side of the racetrack. Arthur now digging hard on the bottom, trying to make a move on Naylor's car. Naylor to the inside. Now he's the middle, the hot dog between the bun. To the back straightaway as they go into turn number 3. Frazier will now battle back for second spot. Naylor on the inside going for second. They'll come across the line. We go down 3 wide. Back down with single and a half for 2 cars. On the inside comes Arthur. Arthur now right there beside the machine of Naylor. Naylor on the back straightaway. That's for third. Maresca slips a little bit off of turn number 3. That allows Mark Frazier to close in off 4. Blake Naylor has for the last 3 laps been stuck in a 3-wide sandwich. The meat in between the 2 slices of bread as Maresca leads the field. A 3-wide move again on a turn 4. Maresca crosses the stripe. They're moving on back marker cars now, beginning with car number 2 of Matt Gallardi. The car is off the pace of the back straightaway as Mike Maresca quickly overtaking him, and the leaders are coming hard. As they exit off of 4, Maresca under attack on the outside by the lap car. It's in his way. He'll dive quickly early inside. He'll make the move, and comes also Walker Arthur trying to move now to third, trying to get by Blake Naylor now for that spot. They battle hot and heavy. Now they got the lap car as a pick, and Arthur made it work. Maresca now clean air in front for the number 7 machine. Former Super Dirt Car Series Big Block Modified race. In the car number 7, now running super late models. We call him M&M out of Potsdam, New York. He'll exit off of turn 4 for the Russ King Racing entry. Back at a turn number 1 and 2. Maresca out in front. One more time. Here comes Frazier on the bottom. Mark Frazier in the 44 trying to make a move now for the lead on Maresca. Maresca drifts up high out of 4. Here comes Frazier on the bottom. He'll be there door to door. And Maresca pulls away one more time on the slip of the white flag. One more lap to go in heat 3. One more time around to the back straightaway into turn number 3. Heat 3 winner. It's going to be M&M 7, Mike Maresca. Holding off 44 of Mark Frazier. Third spot's going to go to the Walker Arthur in his regular 87 car after having problems on the primary 23 car earlier tonight in practice. And then it's going to be Blake Naylor in 91, followed by the other cars. Graylin Prince and the 2 of Matt Gallardi. They'll go to the scales to make it official, ladies and gentlemen. Third place finisher, car number 87. He resides out of Forest, Virginia. That is the Walker dog, Walker Arthur. Runner-up in car number 44. He resides, of course, out of